Welcome back, everybody, to Unconditional Surrender. Me, myself, and I play through the main event scenario. Games designed by GMT Games, designed by Salvatore Vasta, published by GMT Games. I'll get it right. We're ready to go into the Soviet operations phase of April 1945. The weather is poor everywhere. Poor where it matters in the mild zone. Because everything's taking place in the mild zone at this point. The Russians don't have a lot that they can really try and do. +2 might be +3, 4, -2, be +2 to +2. It cost me 2, 4, 6, 8 to play that game. Wow. This is tough, Southern Poland. Southern Poland is tough. Northern Poland's tough. All this armor is really tough on me. It's tough for me to get through. I really want the shock armies to be adding with other things to do assaults. So I think we're going to start off here. I'm going to leave that SS alone because he defends with 2 for German, 1 for elite, and 1 for armor. He's defending at 4. The armor's only defending at 3, so we're going to try them first. So there's 2, 3. The Russian national tracks. That's 3. Assaulting gear. We're just going to go ahead and do it right away. I'm going to throw in this airplane. So I am +1 because I'm elite, +1 because I'm armored, +2 for a shock army in poor weather, and +1 for an airplane, and then -1 for the weather. And the Germans are +3. +2 for German, +1 for armor. And that's all I can do because I don't think I have any heavy artillery at this point. Nope, I can't throw tanks on shocks, so that's it. +4 to +3. Russians roll. 1 + 4 is a 5. At +3, the Germans cannot be retreated. So that did nothing. So I guess I have to play jiggly wiggly games here. Okay, this guy is going to go. Into there. One, two. One, two. Oh, no, I don't want to go there. Skirts tank army's gonna go. 1, 2, 3. And the shock army's gonna go there, so that's 3 more. And then one of these guards units. Go ahead and move into there. We're all calling an assault on this. just so that we can. So that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 out of 58. 10, 12, 46. And in this attack here, he's at 0. This is garrison. And I am going to go ahead and throw a tanks marker. And a sortie. This one. So we're starting off as an elite. +1 for the tanks marker. +2 for an armored buddy. +2 for a shock buddy. +1 for the airplane. -1 for the weather. -1 for the city. +5 to 0. And the Russians roll. Oh, and +5 is a 6. The Germans roll a 6 and say, no, you can't have it. The garrison, the 5th Garrison Army, tells the Russians where to get off. Not good. So 1, 2, 3, just to kind of plug up the hole. Then we will officially attack here. From here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more. We're going to throw tanks marker and a sortie. Unless I can get the sortie from the other place. 4 or 5. I can use that one, so I can save this sortie for my desperate attack here in the south. We'll go ahead and run him back up to 6. So I'll throw that in there. And this is going to be very similar to what I did in Warsaw. Start off with the Guards unit is the primary 6. +1 for elite. +1 because you got a tanks marker. Then I have 2 shock units. These are both shocks. These are both shock armies, so +2 for a shock, +2 for a shock. And then +1 for an airplane. And then -1 for the weather and -1 for the terrain. So I'm at +5. And then he's a Panzer, so he's +2 for German, +1 for armor. He's +5 to +3 again. And the Russians roll. A 6 +5 is an 11. Yay, I rolled a good number. The Germans rolled a 1. They rolled a bad number. I got a 36 to 1. But they are still +3, so that's a net of 4. So 11 to 4. 11 to 4. That's just enough for me to get a DD, so at least I flipped him. But he's going to retreat behind a river. So the good thing about that is now I've got the SS Panzer in that bind again. With May coming up, that's fair weather, so he's going to have to do some fancy schmancy fighting to get himself out of here. Alright, well, that's a little minor thing. 4, 5 -2, +3 to +2. Right here. Okay, so we're going to spend here. There's 2 there. Throw my last tanks marker, just because I can. So it's +1, +2. Normally it would be +2, +1 for elite, +1 for the armor, then -1 for the river, -1 for the whatever. And the German is a 0, so it's a 0 to 0. I'm just trying to get across the river. See if I can pull it off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. Yeah. Definitely. See if I can pull it off. Let's get across the river. Well, so it's 0 to 0. Russians are all a 6. Hey, that's a good sign. Germans are all a 6. That's even a better sign. Nope, not going to happen here. Not in this lifetime, anyway. So then I'll have the 2 armored units attack here. 2, 4. I will throw in a sortie so that I am +1 for elite, +1 for armor, +2 for an armored buddy, +1 for the aircraft, -1 for river or mountains, -1 for weather, and he's German, so he's +2. So it's +3 to +2. 6 + 3 is a 9. That's good. Germans roll. 6 + 2 is an 8. That's better. So had some good die rolls for the Russians, and the Germans matched me all the way. Only thing I really did was hack away at this. I never really reset my Russian turn here. Intriguing little bits, but not enough to really make a difference. Wow. I thought I would do better. Just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 from 58. 2, 10, 20, 36. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 from 58. God, I can't count worth a damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, no, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24. 24. I should be at 34. I don't need to move this guy. I don't need to really move this guy. See, I have an extra guards unit up here, so I need to put an extra guards unit down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 33, 15, and 2, 17, so I'll be fine. I just don't have any more attacks. Don't have any places I can attack from. I attack ridiculously low odds there, but that's kind of pointless exercise. So I think I'm done with the Russian turn. This was not nearly as long as I thought it was going to take. But, so we'll just have 2 short turns. Yeah, that's Russian operations. reset that, zoom out a little bit, make sure I don't have any supply issues. Doesn't look like it. Okay, yeah, that's that. It's operations phase. Nobody's got enough supply. Replacements for the Axis. This is a problem because I have 2. Well, if I go 2 and 3, do I have anything over the west? Don't have anything in the west. Don't have anything in the med. So if I do these 3, I go 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Alright, flip up 3 airplanes. Let's save those infantry in case I need to build them in an emergency. Does that make sense, people? So I got 3 German infantry here, and I'm thinking I want to have something on my card so that if there's a hole, like he just chews up a big hole, and it looks like he's going to be able to run to capture 3 or 4 cities, I can be able to drop some infantry down to slow him down. We're getting near the end of the game. I really don't want half-strength infantry on the board because those are will points that I can never recover. So I think I'm going to leave them off the board, and I'm just going to go for airplanes just to make him have to spend his sorties to counter me. I mean, he's going to have plenty of sorties, but, you know. Three. 6. I'm more worried about the Russians. 9. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend all my points to bring up 3 airplanes. Mostly to force him to have to use a couple sorties to take down my airplanes. Or who knows, maybe if I have a lucky, like I might use this airplane down here to try and bust this guy out if I have fair weather. Bust, attack with the 4th Panzer, try and get it to retreat, don't take the hex, and just have the 11th Panzer get the heck out of Dodge. Silliness like that is what I'm thinking of. Okay, that's their replacements, west. Do the Americans first because they're free for all intents and purposes. And then the airplanes up here. And if I missed any of them, I'll catch them in my edit, I'm pretty sure. I think I got them all. Okay, then we go to the British. We actually have to spend production points to do this. So there's 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, 16, and 6 more is 22. Right? 3, 6, 9, and 12 is 21, and 4 is 25. Should have spent 25, so I think I'm actually down to 6. Let's see, I started at 38. Started at 38. I spent 3 in the north, 4 in the north to attack. And I didn't spend any other, I didn't do any other attacks. Then I had 3, 6, 9, 12. 2 airplanes is 15, 18. And then 4 from the bomber, 22. So 1, 2, 10, 20. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. And 4 is 22. Yeah, I had like 12 points left. Or did it? No, I did this silly attack here. So that was 3 more. 1, 2, 3. I was going to say I did do another silly attack, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay. And that's that. It's the West. And Soviets. It's just pretty easy. Take off their 15, 10, 30, 40, 15. I have 4 full-strength Russian airplanes to deal with these 2 partial-strength German airplanes and maybe make some breakthroughs. Except the Germans get to go first. That's a sad thing. Okay, that's the Russian replacements. Nobody's got upgrades, mobilization. Axis doesn't have any points left. West doesn't have any. Mobilization Russians. They'll spend their 2. Drop this guy right back here in Gunnus. And then that's the mobilization phase. Nobody's talking because we're all still fighting. Haven't conquered Germany yet, so the game's not over. End of turn phase for April. So the Germans get back some stuff. Back their tanks. They get back a submarine. And they get another ground support. For their Finns. Finns and Swedes. The Russians, of course, are getting their tanks markers. British are getting their tanks marker. The U.S. got a free forces marker. Russians got another partisans marker, so I guess they'll be using those on German strategic warfare. The Russians got a surprise attack marker. Good news if we get fair weather. Americans got a surprise attack marker. Good news if we get fair weather. I now have 2 of them. British and American one. And the Russians got another heavy artillery. Woohoo. And that ends April 1945. We're coming down to 3 crunch turns. There will be 1 poor weather and 2 fair weather turns. Whether it goes May, July fair weather and June is the poor weather, or if we get poor weather here in May, and then fair weather in June and July will be guaranteed. But we're coming down to the last 3 turns, and we are coming down to the edge because I have not been able to move these Germans. When I roll 6s, they roll 6s, so they're holding their own. They still threaten little bulges now and again, but pretty much the Germans are holding out against my best efforts. So unless I get a couple of really big turns here in the next fair weather turns, I'm thinking Germany's going to be able to hold on to the end of the game. So we're going to have to wait and see, of course. Only 3 turns left. That was the Soviet operations phase and end of turn things. This is Dren608. If you like my videos, please subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. There's only going to be a few more for this game anyway. And then we will see where we go for the next video series, or if we're just going to do a few standalone game pointer series and things like that. We'll have to wait and see for that too. So, until next time, bye-bye.